The state of California has a kidult problem. 39% of adult children between the ages of 18 and 34 still live with their parents. Now, I'm sure if you ask many of those adult children if they want to live with their parents, they'd say no. However, given the challenges of the current economy, it's difficult for them to get a place of their own, so they live with their parents. Now, here's where it hits home for real estate. So there have been instances where a parent or parents have sold a home and the adult child has remained in the home, squatting in the home, not allowing the buyer to take possession of the property. And as a result, the California Association of Realtors made a change to the tenant occupied property addendum, which used to just be an addendum that would disclose the presence of tenants in the property. However, now sellers have to disclose the names of the adults who live in the property that are not on title to the home. And the issue doesn't just end here for real estate. There have been instances where I was doing solar and I explained the pros and cons of the solar and battery backup system to the owner, but their adult child came home, wouldn't hear me out, vetoed everything, and they ended up making their parents miss out on thousands of dollars of savings on their electric bill. There have been instances where the parent really needed a refinance to lower their rate, or they needed to do a reverse mortgage because they were a senior. It was difficult for them to work. They didn't have anyone to support them financially, and they're limited to a fixed income. But the adult child ultimately caused all of that to come to a halt because they did not want to ruin their inheritance, or they did not want to reduce their inheritance. So, long story short, if you're an adult child living with your parents, you can advise them, let them know how you feel about certain situations, but ultimately let your parents do what they want to do with their property. So, in short, honor your parents.